There were fires everywhere. The whole east coast was on fire.
You can't understand it or put it in any perspective because it's so unreal.
It was like being on a different planet.
First thing you see is a massive smoke plume on the horizon. Feels a bit like Armageddon.
It doesn't matter what you do, it's really, really difficult to tackle these kind of fires.
I knew the town was done for. I wish I could have done more.
We have to work on the poverty reduction, which is about justice. And at an individual level, I think that means what we purchase, where our ethical purchases and where we put our buying power.
Moving towards more sustainable energy sources and microgrids so that you've got power when there is an emergency. You will still have that power because the source has changed. We're not relying on the national grid. It impacts every part of your life, really.
It's like a solar eclipse. Your chooks go inside, they think it's night time, it's dark, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, in the middle of summer, it's 40 degrees.
You could see a tiny little sun up in the sky.
It's a natural disaster of such huge proportions.
The sheer scale is something that really takes your breath away. How big it feels, how much of an impact it's having on the environment.
It was like a flamethrower. It wasn't like a vertical big fire. I mean, it was reaching out at us.
The fear, the impact that it had on my children, and still does, is so long lasting.
The fire's on its way.
January. You are in danger and need to act immediately to survive. The safest option is to take shelter indoors immediately. It is too late to leave.
Brilliant experience, just using our woods the way they should be, you know, and quite scary at times, you know, with the sounds of the crackling, and just brilliant atmospheric experience. Thank you.
I think it was really cool, to be fair. It's nice to see something actually going on, like something cool going on. I think it's good, like it spreads good awareness. I think you're getting the point across very well, and I think it's a nice thing to do.
I think it really showed like the impact of forest fires and how they could be started, you know, and I like how you guys are coming to Corby to like spread awareness about it and, you know, really like touch with the youth, you know. It really truly feels like you're actually walking through a fire, you know.
Very eerie and with the smoke, and it felt very real. It was a one-of-a-kind experience, really. I've never really been to anything like that before, have we?
It's hard to think, really, because it's like a feeling.
Okay, better question. How did you feel? How did the installation
Kind of gets you in the gut, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That this is the kind of reality that we've got ourselves into. This installation's just incredible because it kind of like hits that home, but it also you're safe, but you get that, you know, feeling of what it would be like. So I guess this is just another way and also it's strange because it's really beautiful to look at. Isn't it? It's like so beautiful to look at.
I thought it was brilliant. It's really, really immersive. It's great to see the woods in a completely different light, actually, and so close to the town centre. It's nice to have lots of people coming out and accessing it and seeing it really, you know, illuminated, seeing it live. It's great to see the arts, not just in a theatre, but actually, you know, more integrated within our community as well. Yeah, some really great responses as well as we've walked around.
Yeah, how did it make you feel walking?
Yeah, kind of quite chilling. Yeah, it's quite a unique experience. I think until you really walk around it, you don't realise how it will make you feel. When you're listening to some of the sound effects and some of the voice notes that people have left, where it talks about, you know, how it makes them feel and the impact of the environment and things like that, it's really quite, yeah, really quite truth. You know, it makes you think a lot about the environment and protecting it, as well as obviously seeing the arts come to life.
Would you recommend this to other people to come and...
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think it's been the whole evening's been really, really well put together, and this has just been a really lovely finish to it as well, and a great thing for Corby for the weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Andrew, by the way, nice to meet you.
Okay, nice one, yeah. Thanks very much, mate, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so you just walked around the art installation. What did you think?
I thought it was really good. It was really immersive, really informative, and a great overall experience.
Very educational.
Yeah.
So before this, were you aware of the problems with?
Yes.
You're aware before you come here.
Yeah.
So it's important that we raise awareness. Cause
on Facebook, I was in a group where they took in injured wombats, and it showed you know, damage to the feet,
the effects it has,
like that, and that was quite, you know, be tragic.
Yeah, really tragic. It was really informative though. I liked it when they were explaining what to do if you was in a car, if there was a fire, and you know, hide behind something big, turn on your air conditioning. So yeah, I learned a few bits. Really.
Yeah.
Being in a forest fire, it's so scary. You can't imagine it until you're there and you're experiencing it. And it's one of those times when you think, am I going to die now? And it makes your heart feel like jumping out of your chest. Overall, it's a terrifying experience.
I was still in my mother's stomach. There was a forest fire in the field in front of our house in McCurves.
We had a fire start with lightning in front of our house.
On a telephone pole.
It hit the telephone pole and set fire to the field in front of our house in the driest time of the year.
My grandpa and my dad, they were using a fire beater and they beated it all night. And then in the morning it happened again. And then it happened for 3 days.
The fire was really terrible. We thought we'd lose everything because everything was so dry.
And when you're in a fire, you feel like you can't go back and get your stuff, and your pets might still be in the house.
I'm James Stevenson. I'm the director of Hazel and Woods Contemporary Art. I'm really delighted that we've brought Luke Jerram's Tipping Point to Corby.
So a few years ago I was approached by a charity to try to communicate the fact that something like 15% of the money held in banks goes into deforestation. The banks literally are investing in deforestation and in fossil fuel extraction. And this charity wanted a way to communicate the fact that we need to divest and move our money away from those particular banks and put them in banks that are trying to look after the environment. So that's how the idea for this forest fire artwork came about. Firmin Woods were interested in the project. It seemed to align with their work, and they came to see the artwork in Bristol and seemed very enthusiastic and supportive, and really they've done all the work. Firmin Woods have been an amazing partner, getting all the support to be able to bring this artwork to Corby.
It's taken 2 years, I think, to make it happen. It's been really amazing. I think some of the feedback really summed up what we've been trying to achieve. Somebody said it was beautiful yet devastating, which I think is exactly the line that we wanted to meet.
The art installation is a combination of lights and smoke with a massive surround sound composition created by a composer called Dan Jones. The composition has recordings from people who've experienced forest fires directly.
My name's Dan Jones. I'm a sound designer and composer. Luke came to me and said that he wanted to simulate a forest fire, which obviously involves all the usual tricks of theatre using smoke, lights and sound design. I thought it might also be really interesting to include interview material from victims of fires, but also the people at the forefront, right at the battlefront, fighting the fires, the experts.
So it's a sort of very immersive installation for people to ponder.
It's definitely about raising our awareness, because a child can understand that if it's warmer and things are drier, they burn more easily and they burn more ferociously. We need to be looking after the planet as a whole. It's not that big. In fact, Luke's other piece in the cube across the way sort of illustrates that rather beautifully with the overview effects of planet Earth in his piece Gaia, which I also really interested in.
I think the primary message is that we need to do a lot to change society to make our lives more sustainable.
But really I'd hope that it not just raises awareness, it actually encourages people to take action. So we've been signposting people to some even small changes they can make, whether that's at work, at home or even in their community. So hopefully we don't have a real forest fire in Corby in the near future.
We've created a 300 metre long route for people to explore in the woodland here in Corby.
Just getting some reactions.
Oh, it's really cool. I thought it was really cool.
Were you aware of the forest fire situation before you?
Oh no, we had no idea. We were wondering what this was. We were like, oh, what is this?
What did you actually think? So initially, were you scared walking around?
Yeah, we were like, oh my god, is that a fire at first? We were like, whoa, what is that? Because we saw smoke from the other side, like the whole thing was like smoked up, and we were like, oh my god, what is that? And we came here to like look. I dragged her here because I saw that was like red, and I was like, oh my god, I want to see. But yeah.
And having someone like us in the middle of the town, I think is cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a nice evening.
I don't want to be filmed.
Oh, can you just audio?
You can audio me, yeah. You're going to ask me some questions?
Yeah, so you just walked around the installation. What did you think of it?
I thought it was really clever that it wasn't explicitly fire, but it gave you a sense of fire. It's quite claustrophobic and a bit menacing. So, yeah, it's very clever.
Do you recommend this to friends?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's not on for very long though, is it? But yeah, I think it's great to have happening in Corby. And I hope that lots of people walk through and find it. I thought it would have been, we've come quite far to see it. But it would have been really exciting to just land upon it and just be wandering around. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I love it. It's really clever, and so thank you. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Have a lovely evening.
It gets you thinking about, what goes on in our communities. Do you know, it's really thrown me actually. It's really takes you away from a different world we live in, and gets you thinking about how society is, and also what could have happened. So, yeah, great display of culture and art here in Corby. Yeah, I think the projects like this coming to town really help to sort of tell the story, engage people that may not be engaged in this space as well. So certainly I think be able to hear and feel as well some of what we've just experienced tonight has been tremendous, and more people should explore it.
So you just walk around the installation, initial reaction, the smoke, the fire, the sounds, how did it make you feel?
I think the accuracy of it is frightening. The fact that you could bring it to a wood in Corby and hear the voices of people all over the world and know that actually that's what it feels like to be stuck in a forest fire and to lose everything because of what we're doing, what we're spending our money on.
And so before this, were you aware of all the environmental issues and dangers in it?
Yeah, but I think, like most people, you ignore it, don't you?
Yeah.
So hopefully people will come to this and see it from a different perspective and think twice about what they're doing.
I think it's wonderful having some nice right in the middle of the town centre.
Yeah, absolutely. And there will be plenty of people coming here who didn't expect this. It will come as a complete and astonishing surprise, and I think that's wonderful. Yeah.
It brings it into reality. It makes you realise how possible and how imminent this actually is, and it makes it obvious to people that what we're doing, this is what it's going to cause. And yeah, it's really sad actually. So, but this does give me hope that there are people out there that, you know, do have similar views and do look at the world the way that a lot of us do, and we love it and we want to look after it. And it's only by doing things like this that people who don't necessarily understand the impact that they have on their environment and the world, that it may become more apparent to them and they may be encouraged to do something about it.
Thank you, everyone.
Excellent. No, I've done my bit.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, mate.
Yeah.
Amazing.
People who made this happen, yeah, they did so well and they fought so hard, and you know that there were so many details about this that there were need to be discussed, yeah, but at the same time they came together, and wow, yeah, wow.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Respect that.
Yeah, you too, man.